Welcome back to the Packchat, our student voice opinion segment. I'm Jack Polishuk, joined by Caleb Taylor and Tom Sankoli, and guest co-host Madison Shields as we discuss this week's most trending topics. Let's get started. First, Donald Trump is officially running for president again. The twice impeached former president announced his candidacy last night in a Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Here's some of what he had to say.
Together we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a group.
It looks like the former president may have some competition in the primaries this round. A new poll from the Texas Republican Party is showing Texans are favoring Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as a nominee over Trump by roughly 10 points. So, do you all think he has a chance this year, or not this year, but next election?
I think he definitely has a chance just because he has such a loyal, fan base. Like, he has a lot of followers, so I think he does have a chance for the election.
Yeah. And his wording throughout the speech, it's very like, this is not my election, this is your election. Like, he knows what he's doing, but, every kind of thing he brings up is so vague. He's basically just saying, oh, our country is a mess, like our country is destroyed, but he doesn't say anything. Like, he's not giving any, ways to fix it.
He uses certain tactics to, definitely get, voters and, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Anything? All right, let's move on. All right, next comedian Dave Chappelle continues to receive criticism after hosting Saturday Night Live. During his monologue, Chappelle highlighted recent anti-Semitic comments made by rapper Kanye West and NBA star Kyrie Irving, the midterms, and other current political topics.
Before I start tonight, I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared. I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time.
A representative from the Anti-Defamation League released a statement via Twitter in response saying, "We shouldn't expect Dave Chappelle to serve as society's moral compass, but disturbing to see Saturday Night Live not just normalize but popularize anti-Semitism," end quote. And last night on The Late Show, comedian Jon Stewart defended Chappelle by saying he doesn't believe censorship and penalties are the way to end anti-Semitism or to gain understanding. So, obviously Dave Chappelle has, recently been doing some pretty questionable stuff in the past, but I do think he is one of the smartest comedians out there. I think he is extremely funny. I have been disappointed by what he said recently. But I thought this monologue was really funny, and I didn't think it was anti-Semitic at all. There was one part I disagreed with, and that was when he was talking about, he was bringing up recent comments made by celebrities, and he was saying, I know Jewish people have been through a lot, but you can't blame it on black Americans, which nobody does that. Nobody would ever think that because that's such a ridiculous thing to say or believe. I don't know why anybody would come to that decision making,
I feel like he definitely took the risky road when he chose to talk about anti-Semitism by other comedians and stuff like that. But he also said in the very beginning saying I don't support any of this or any kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it wasn't really problematic at all. So
yeah, and it was very funny. It was I was laughing.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, finally, a new Texas Senate joint resolution, if passed, would eliminate daylight savings all across Texas if voters pass for it. Both time zones are in the state will adopt their standard time year-round. So should we pass this bill?
I think so. I'm sick of daylight savings time.
I didn't actually know there were 2 time zones in Texas.
Really?
No,
yeah.
me neither. Honestly, I was
so it's Mountain and Central time. So it would just be one universal time zone.
I think that would solve a lot of problems. I don't know.
So would that mean it would be light in the morning, early morning, or would it be dark in the early morning? Because that's what I don't understand.
Dark in the early morning, and it stays sunlight is out for longer.
Oh.
Yeah, I would prefer that.
I love that. Yeah,
I would prefer that
Because it gets late at 6 p.m. now.
Yeah.
I mean, not late, dark.
I feel like that adds to the winter kind of sadness that everybody gets.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
Maybe we'd all be happier if we were just
And
sunlight was out for
That would fix it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that's all we have for today. Remember, T-Wolfpack, there's always time to chat.